Great, so this is my video log of looking at two different infographic creator programs. The first one that I'm evaluating is Easel, so EASEL.ly. And as you can see, it's a beta program. It's entirely web-based and it's free to use. So I'm going to show you how to use the program and some highlights about it and some of the infographics that I've made so far. So I chose this program first. I've only made 2 infographics in my life and they're sitting right there in front of you. And I hope to make more, but these are the ones that I've used so far. And I chose this program because I have heard of other people using it and they said that it's quite easy to use and I needed to make one, so I chose an easy program that I could learn to use right away. And they were right, it is fairly easy to actually do. So because I had not created any infographics until recently, although I've seen a lot, it actually is very difficult in order to figure out what kind of things that you would like, how creative you want to be, what kind of things you want to import, that kind of thing. So it is an interesting program and you can do a lot with it, but there are limitations as well. So one thing that you see that I can do is these are all different types of visuals that have been created and I can use as the actual template. So all I have to do is click on one of these and it can come up as one of the, they call it themes, visual themes that you can create into your own type of infographic. You can also start completely blank and go from there. So one of the ones that I chose first was this website type 1, and I'll just click on. So I started with the website theme, and this is basically what it turned out into. So you can do a variety of things, change the text, the size, the color, etc. You can insert text really wherever you want. You can also rotate it however you would like, change the opacity, and add as many shapes and sizes and things like that as you want. So what I did here was I wanted to visually represent how much in this policy, this technology policy, included these types of information, and so I decided to visually represent with the sizes of the circles, and because you can easily change that, it was well represented, and you can see the things that I say that there's no mention of, etc. I kept things relatively the same. I don't like that there's a lot of text on here, but I had really no other way to represent some of this material, and you have a limited amount of space, so I couldn't add on to the page, etc., to make it longer, so I could visually represent things. So I had to figure out a way to actually do that, but keep it readable. I think most of it is, but there are, again, limitations to what you can do. So some things that I think are really cool is they have a wide variety of different pictures and things that you can add in to make it to put into your actual thing. You can delete them just as easy, rotate them, etc. Again, I chose this because it was something that fit what I could do, and I could see myself changing it to fit my needs. So I'm going to go back to home, and I'm going to show you how you can edit one of these. So this is one of their themes, basically a timeline type. This is something that I think would be really interesting. I always get my grade 10 science students to do a timeline of some sort for looking at the different discoveries in, say, chemistry, because in each unit, the history behind that subject, chemistry, biology, etc., is all in there, and they do actually have to know it. So this would be an interesting way for them to represent it, and to do that kind of thing, just as we're on the go. So what they could do is, say we did actually want different scientific things. There's nature. We have a tree that we could say. Maybe this is when photosynthesis was first discovered, etc. So again, they could change things, they can add things in. You can also import different pictures and things like that as well, that would fit your needs too. And that's by just adding files and choosing what things you would actually like to add in. So you can pick a lot of things. Now, something else that I found was a little bit limiting in terms of, for instance, there is no way to actually do this sort of graph. There's no way to import or actually put it into this program. You just have objects that you can insert, shapes, etc. But there's no way to actually create graphs by entering in data, etc. So that is one big limitation that I think that Easel has, because a lot of ways to visually represent information is by using charts and graphs, etc. And I think that by not having that in your program, that would be limiting drastically. You can change your theme if you want to something else, just by clicking and dragging. And it will automatically change, and again, it's very easy to edit. You can start from the blank screen, go from there. You can put anything that you would like into it, which is great. It is difficult, however, to put or to create actual graphs and numbers and things like that in this program. What you could do in order to actually get that to happen is you can use something like Chart Chooser from Juice Labs. They have a method that you can actually, and I'm going to include that in my resources, and they have a tool that you can create your graphs, and then you can save them as images and actually put them into your infographics if you want to use this. So that's a downfall, is that you would have to use two programs in order to actually create it. Other than that, I found it really easy to use. Again, I'll show you my most recent one that I created. And I think this has a lot to do with what we've talked about in this course as well. And that's how do I actually think that we can change education and it primarily has to do with technology as well. So this is one way that I think that we can change education, and I think also it's by incorporating new things into your own teaching and trying them out for yourself so that you don't have to be afraid of them when you want your students to try them. So this is an interesting infographic that I think, and I have used in other courses as well, and I think that it's a good starting point for showing my students of what you could actually do with an infographic. So this is the Easel program. Again, you have all of them saved under your file. You do have a free account. You can upgrade if you want more from the program. You can give feedback, etc. They have a very good tutorial video right there, and yeah, there's lots of things to choose from within this program, and it is, again, made for the ease of the user. And I think that's about it in terms of its importances. Thank you very much.